guys? Welcome to the C Morning Show. It's so interesting today because we've been talking about fashion lately, and it's still the same thing. We're going to talk about the same thing all over again. Hopefully, not only today because it's really important, right?
It is.
Eco-friendly lifestyles and trends are currently on the rise and have also started to affect the fashion industry.
Yeah. So, what makes a fashion product sustainable? Is it the fabrics used or the product itself? What is the production method like, or any other requirements?
We got a bunch of questions here, but to find out more about sustainable fashion, we will chat with a designer who has developed in his particular field since 2011. Good morning, Wilsen Willim.
Hi, Wilson.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So, Wilson.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I love your collection. Would you categorize what you make, your fashion products, like the beautiful clothes that you make, are slow fashion, and why?
I would consider it slow fashion because I produce in a very small quantity, and I get very involved with the product. That's why each of the products are made to be timeless and durable, and also niche.
Timeless.
Yeah, that's why I think,
Yeah, timeless, durable, and niche. Would you agree that, slow fashion is basically the polar opposite of fast fashion? I would like to join this slow fashion movement. Sometimes people would say that, but slow fashion items tend to be expensive. How do you say to that?
I would say that it is expensive, of course, because we are being very ethical with the production, and we also uses material that are more kinder to the Mother Earth. Hence, of course, it takes extra effort and time instead of going for full-on efficiency production, which could be quite damaging because we're talking about quantity if you want cheaper articles.
Yeah, perfect. Let's know more about your brand itself. I want to know the materials, what you use, how it works, and what defines it at the end of the day as sustainable fashion. Because I see a gap here during the pandemic that people started to go with sustainable fashion since people aren't going out. They want to buy something, just one piece, really expensive, but it's nice for them instead of buying one, every now and then. So explain to me about that from your end.
I think it's quite tricky in a way that there are no particular fabric that defines or labeled as sustainable because each country and region produces different type of fabric. Like in Indonesia, one of the most sustainable fabric to be used is viscose, rayon, or even actually recycled polyester because they are all being made in the country, so you avoid lots of carbon footprint instead of purchasing cotton or other fabrics from that only grows in other part of the world and ship it here. That's why I think there's no saying to what fabric is sustainable, and even from that, you also have a pro and con in every fabric. Like cotton might have carbon footprint, but cotton is also very durable, which is play a very important part in sustainable fashion, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true actually. I mostly just choose cotton because it means that I can wear it for a long, long, long time.
Very comfortable.
Like more than 10
true.
years. Even I still have fashion items that came from 20-something years ago that was owned by my mom, Wilson. So.
And now it's back on the trend, right?
Yep, exactly. Vintage stuff. Yes. Yeah. So how do you source your fabric, Wilson? So, like for example, like high fashion designers, they tend to, of course, they make very good quality, high quality fashion items, and they're also very picky in choosing how they source their fabrics and then how they're done. So what's the chain of business that you have under your brand?
I think I source my fabric like a pure creative teenager. Let's just put it that way. I'm not a teenager, but let's just say I follow my instinct. Like sometimes I would buy from verified fabric supplier. Sometimes I would buy it from a thrifty fabric store, or sometimes I would have it customized. Like I did a special collection with the daun or batik in the past. I think those are like the instinct for me to select my fabric. So it's like what I feel like I should do. I just do it usually.
Well, Wilson, despite the fact that they look really pretty, I think there's lots of message in this. I mean, when you talk about sustainable fashion, it addresses the entire manner of who produces it and how long is the lifespan. Your store is on Central and Ministry of Cool, which is in between fast fashion. How do you aim to stand out in giving this message?
I think it's quite complicated to explain because how would I say it? I think the standout is to also trust the being trusted by the customer, and the best way to do it is for them to have the experience of owning the product. And I think like for me, I like to be niche in a weird way, saying that I'm not into making too much money, but I cater to certain customer that appreciates what I do, and like I said, we are very niche. So this community of people usually only buy my product, and usually I encourage my customer not to purchase more than what they need actually.
Oh, that's so great, Wilson.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. I think with your products, once you stick with yours, you'll stick forever with them. I guess that's what you're trying to say.
That's the kind of customer I am, actually. I just, I usually go to the same shop for the similar type of quality.
Yeah, well, I know for sure Marisa's going to be in contact with you after that. Anyway.
After this, yes.
We'll be waiting for a call.
For the masculine cut, I'm always a fan. Also, Wilson, with fast fashion has actually created lots of waste as well that will usually end up in a landfill. So with slow fashion, does it have waste? And if it does have, how do you manage the waste?
Of course, in production there are waste. But the thing is that first of all, I should contribute like anywhere near to like you could like put 100 slow fashion brand and we are one brand. You see, for me, as we have small scale of production, it's easier to manage my waste. Like I tend to do I patches the leftover fabric, or I could to like a partner manufacturer that recycled my material. It's easier to manage, you see.
Yeah, perfect. I also realize, I think you do this for fashion shows and all, openings of a show or something like that. And as you mentioned previously, you could rent out these clothes, and they always work out best if that's a way to not get rid of them. But you took a break when I realized that, and you are gonna make a comeback in around 2 weeks. So let us know about this. Are there new designs, and what do you have prepared for us?
Design is definitely much more different, but I think like one of the biggest changes I'm making with my new comeback is I'm producing more designs but in less quantities. So the variation is much more, and I think I would probably be introducing other activities in my brand, such as reworking clothes that have already been used. Like maybe we can help rework some of your wardrobe to make it look new. I think that's like a good start to attempt in like you said, you get your clothes, but for me, I think you should renew it into some new design, so the lifetime is much longer.
Yes, I really like what you said there, Wilson, about so the lifetime is longer as well. So what do you say to those who always say, you know, you have to keep up with the trend, so that's why you have to keep changing, you have to keep buying? I personally, I really don't care what people say about my fashion. You know, it's like my look. I will keep wearing the same thing again and again, and that's why I tend to choose monochromatic colors, just to, you know, yeah, to make it timeless. So, but what do you say as a designer about these people who feel the pressure of following trends?
I think there is a huge misconception when it comes to style, because I do not think that a cloth itself defines a trend, because like it's the way you wear it. I feel like you could easily wear a tailored jacket with let's say a very formal hair and you look formal, where else you could also wear a tailored jacket with I don't know, a funkier hair, a mini skirt with net stocking, and you ended up looking more rock, more younger, and more street. I think it's the way you put things together. So I think one of the biggest mistake made by fast fashion is that they create the clothes and they combine a certain style to make one final look that you can't change. That's why you ended up having to throw it out instead of I don't know, like instead of like categorizing your clothes. Like you have tailored jacket, you have a skirt, you have pants and shirt. I think those are always the repetitive and timeless articles. It's just the way you mix and match them that makes you think twice before you throw it.
That's right, yeah.
That's a great tip. Thank you so much. And it comes from a designer as well.
That's right. Well,
it's very credible.
Thank you. One thing for sure, Marisa is going to be in contact with you about the clothes. I'll be in contact with you about the styling, because I need those advices from you. Perfect, Wilson. Thank you so much for being here, your insightful take on sustainable fashion, and good luck with you.